some very interesting details coming out about Bob Menendez's wife, who's been directly implicated in that alleged bribery scheme, getting her hands on a nice brand new Mercedes and allegedly texting the guy who allegedly bought it for her. It's not all that alleged because there's right there. She's like, thank you for this beautiful new Mercedes GLC car. Sounds nice. Well, it turns out one of the reasons that she needed a new car, let's go ahead and put this up there on the screen. Apparently, while she was Menendez's girlfriend, she hit and killed a man while driving on Bogota's Main Street in 2018. Apparently this happened in Bogota, New Jersey. I didn't know there was such a thing as Bogota, New Jersey, but there it is. And it's only a month after the crash, according to that indictment bought by the U.S. attorney, that she was texting with this Egyptian businessman about the lack of a car, who he then provided her with a 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300 convertible, a very nice car, of which she then purchased, or of which she then thanked him for it. Now, the details of the crash, it was ruled that she didn't do anything wrong. Here's what they said. They responded to a call of a pedestrian hit by a car at 7:35 p.m. The crash occurred on Main Street after a man was fatally injured in front of his home. The police department ruled that she was not at fault with the crash. Mr. Coop was jaywalking. He did not cross the street at an intersection or in a marked crosswalk. So this isn't like a tawdry report here about how she was allegedly at fault and there was a cover-up or anything like that. It's that the reason she needed a new car, Krystal, was because she was involved in this crash. And it seemed that she seemed very comfortable after losing her car in this crash to then be going to this gentleman, allegedly, again, for the lawyers, to be asking for a new car.
But there are some eyebrow-raising details.
There are some eyebrows
about the circumstances here. She was not taken in for questioning at the time of this fatal accident where a pedestrian ends up being tragically killed. She was not tested for drugs or alcohol. Ask yourself, if you were in this situation, do you think they would bring you in? Do you think they would do a field sobriety test at least?
If you or I hit somebody and fatally killed them, no matter what the details are, of course our asses are getting pulled.
100%.
At night too, just so we're all know. You think we're not getting in immediately to blow through whatever?
100%.
Yeah.
And apparently some retired nearby police officer ends up on the scene because he says, oh, his wife is a friend of Nadine's. The family very much thinks that there was some sort of special deal, cover-up, et cetera. They do not feel that justice was done here. And so anyway, I think the fact that there was no field sobriety test done, she wasn't taken in for questioning, any of that, I think is very eyebrow-raising and does suggest some special treatment that ordinary citizens would not likely receive. And there were no news reports of this at the time.
Well, that's the crazy part.
This is the first time that we're learning about it because it was sort of like alluded to in this indictment. And a bunch of local journalists and national press were like, wait, what? Let's look into the details of it. And like I said, there are some very eyebrow-raising details contained here.
Because she was only his girlfriend at the time, I guess not his wife. And it was only afterwards that it would have, I guess at the time that would have happened. Yeah, I don't know. The details on it. I mean, the police had said that he was jaywalking, not in a crosswalk. I'm not saying the man deserved to die, of course not. It's a tragic situation. So what I had read the details, but the blood alcohol thing is very, very suspicious, the fact they're not bringing it. And then, of course, anytime some retired person is showing up, quote, as a friend, I mean, once again, anybody here who's ever been involved in a fender bender, it's a terrible experience. Everyone's stressed and people are mad at each other. It's like, it must be nice to have somebody be able to show up who's connected on your behalf. So who knows? Actually, that's true. Who knows whether she didn't receive a lot of special treatment because she was the girlfriend of a sitting U.S. senator and then literally getting stuff on his behalf, allegedly, as laid out in the indictment. Just gross. Gross that there's a totally different standard for these people.
Absolutely.
Whenever they do anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, it says she initially agreed to let officers search her phone. Then she took it back shortly thereafter. She was allowed to get personal effects out of the vehicle. Yep. This retired cop shows up to help shepherd her through the whole process. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah, that's starting to piss me off.
There you
go. All
go.
right, we'll see you guys later.
Hey guys, if you like that video, go to breakingpoints.com, become a premium subscriber, and help us build the best independent media organization on the planet.
That's right. We're subscriber funded. We're building something new. We want to replace these failing mainstream media organizations.
So again, to subscribe, it's breakingpoints.com.